How's it going? I'm having some sweet tarts. They started carrying them at Safeway, and I'm having an energy drink. I had one this morning too. Um, my mom got me a coffee machine the other day, so now I can make coffee like whenever I want. Pops out right away, so I'll start doing some of that. I was laying in bed trying to work, and then my eyes closed, so I had to have a nap, but I got up in time to go to the store before they close at 11. I didn't do my video for like a few days. I don't know how many days, but I got in the habit of not doing my video because I guess I need to get in the habit of doing my video late at night because my roommates are all the time. He's always popping out, like even at midnight, whatever day, I don't know. And when he leaves, he comes right back, so it's fine with me, but just have to get in the habit because I'm not going to talk if he comes out. I had one roommate. I used to do videos out in the living room, and he would pop out when he would hear me and grab one of these and bang it on the counter as hard as he could while I'm talking, so I couldn't talk. It's like so annoying. I ended up kicking that guy out. But this was a few years ago. But anyway, I didn't do a video also for the last few days because I've been on a run, like on a roll. I've been doing really, really well, just working all the time. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm gonna start getting in the habit of doing videos every day. But just like at 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning. It's like 11 at night right now. So yeah, I'm doing these, filming these up. Basically where I'm at is okay, so yeah, where I'm at is here. Oops. Want to see the whole thing. I still have to find wherever that is, so I have to do that. So I'm working on these, and then I'm done. After these, I'm doing these now, or this here. And yeah, so these, and then this part, and then this area, and then I'm done. So, right? And that's all this is left, so. And then I have to number 160,000 of them. And I don't know how long that'll take. That's like the third section, the third part of this. This is the second part. The first part, I think it was 50 days to trace the 120,000. And so, somebody commented, why am I doing it? Whenever history books mention numbers, or whenever you mention a number, I want to have the exact number. And I have it in increments of 20. Because I've noticed in the books, they do it in increments of 20 or 50, but sometimes 20 and even 10. But if I do it 10, I can manually take the rest out. So when you're chopping down numbers, you can chop them down faster when it's in increments of 20. Also, 20 is a big number on my site because 20 is how far down a column goes within one sighting on the screen. You can get 20 down, and then, so you can get 100 on the screen. And so you know what a 20 is, and then you can see what 20 is because you can see them stagger because they're the colors are a lot different between them because they stagger. And so you know what is one, even standing all the way out when you see it like this, you can see each individual person down the rows, and then you know each one is 20. So the idea is that you can see in one image, you can see the difference. I don't know how good it'll look until I'm done, but so after I'm done with this, I put it on Flickr and then attach it to the books. I don't know. I will put it on Flickr after I'm done with this, but I don't know if I'll attach it to a book because I'm starting to get super duper excited about the U.S. law code. That was the other thing on my site that I thought maybe I had bit off more than I can chew. Obviously my timeline is huge, but that was the first thing that I started doing on my site, so I can I've resigned myself a long time ago that that's going to take forever, but then I started taking on these other things that were time consuming. And one of them was this. And the other one was the US Law Code. And I'm committed. I was committed to this because I put it down on the US Law Code because I put the link. So I might go ahead and do it because I want to know how big it is. And I think it's important, especially now people don't care about it. They want to, all the Republicans want to rewrite the Constitution. Trump's tweet, just Google Trump wants to rewrite the Constitution and you'll see his tweet. And he's the front runner, so the Republicans want to rewrite the Constitution, so we might want to put the US Law Code up there before they rewrite it, or at least put it up there and we can have it as a museum piece before they take it all down off the government site. I want to know how many pages it is. They say that the tax code is 20,000 pages. My prediction, just off the top of my head, just from scrolling through it, from making the links, is that the entire law code of 51 different sections is probably around 20,000, but not just the tax. Tax is probably 500. That was just a crazy exaggeration. But yeah, to put that on my website in my language, Rainbow Crystal, I'm looking forward to seeing how condensed I can make it look, because if there's anything to condense and try to make it look simple, it's that. So that people can take their country seriously. I've just been listening to music, but I've been watching all of Patrick Boyle's YouTube videos. I'm totally into Patrick Boyle. And I want to watch all his videos and look down on his reading list and get everything on his reading list, because he named 3 books. He did a video about market crashes, the history of market crashes. And he shared his reading list, and 2 of the books were free. And I finished one yesterday by a guy named, hang on, this dude's still alive, he's 98 years old, Robert Solow has a book for free. This is easy to talk. My roommate's not coming out. I don't think he even hears me. This is great. I'll do a video from now on, every day from now on. Best economics book ever. This is the book I've been wishing existed since the beginning of time. You listen to this book, you'll know economics and history. He just talks the history of economics, of all the crashes since the beginning, and why, and people did really good, dude. You gotta get it. It's free. And now I'm doing the crash of 1907. That's free. And then there was another book that was like an Audible credit, and I put that on my wish list. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in here and collect all the badass books, because I had an epiphany. I'm like, I have this list of all the free books you can get on Kindle and Amazon, but then there's Audible. There's a whole free section. So I want to just beef up my library of all the good free books you can get, and put that on my website, because Audible's a great way to listen to books. You can make bookmarks, Patrick Boyle said that in 10 years, businesses went from, this is the beginning of the Gilded Age before Roosevelt fixed it, went from 1,300 businesses down to 93 in 10 years. And I was like, well, what 10 years, Patrick? I need to know what 10 years that was. For my history timeline and the way I look at history when I take my tests, I need to know what decades these happened. He didn't mention it. And I Googled it, couldn't find it. But then I was reading the book, and they mentioned it. It was from 1894 to 1904. And it was 1,800 businesses that got gobbled up and turned into 93 before they got, I guess, broken up again by Roosevelt. So, so anyway, when you hear stuff like that, you can do a bookmark. And that's one way that it's better than my website, because with my website, if you get to a place that's interesting, you have to remember in your head the words. You can't do bookmark. So anyway, but I could do bookmarks for everybody else as far as links at the top of the book on my website, which I intend on doing. Anyway, and I was listening to Marcellinus' History of Rome before that, the Talmud, but and listening to a lot of music, but not a whole lot of news. As far as the Palestinians versus the Israelites, I side with the Israelites. War is war. And if you're going to bomb the headquarters of the Hamas, and some dude's entire family lives there, including the little babies and the kids, well, it's called collateral damage. They were probably part of the army. So, no, I side with the Israelites because I was worrying about this before it even happened. Like, I felt like I had a premonition because I was thinking to myself before this happened, like a week before it happened. I had a premonition for the shooting in Boulder too. But I had this premonition. I'm like, I kept thinking to myself, I would never live in fucking Israel. In fact, no, I was thinking to myself, I would never fucking visit Israel. Because I'd really like to go to check out Jerusalem, you know, look at the wall, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm not even gonna go there. Because a goddamn bomb's gonna go off. So would I live there? Fuck no. And then next week, the most horrific thing happens. Kill like 1,000. So if Israel is going to be a place where you can feel at ease and feel like you live in a safe place, it has to be actually safe. It can't be something like this can happen ever again. And so if it means killing a bunch of children and women, those children and women weren't fucking humans anyway. They just look like humans. They're human bodies, but they're all animals, and they need to die. So, I side 100% with Israel, and I have like nothing in my heart for any Palestinian dude. Unless you get out of there, then you can be a human being like everybody else, but if you're still there now, you're part of the army. It's called war, dude. It's called war. And so, that's kind of like the annoying thing about some of these left-wingers. It's like, don't let these terrorists use a horrific thing like that as a tool for us to all of a sudden start caring about the Palestinians. Because if you do that, then we're going to condition everybody to do horrific terrorists to be like, oh, really? Then we should care for the terrorists. No, we shouldn't. We should have zero empathy for those people and just kill all of them. Like, maybe just fucking kill all of them. Like, if I was a king of Israel, maybe I'd just be like, it's a lost cause. Just kill them all. Let them move out, and then vet each one that moves out. Chip each one that moves out. And anyone who's still in there, just kill everybody. That's what I would do. But I'm not the king, so, and I don't believe in kingship, so that's kind of a moot thing to say anyway. Like, if you comment, oh, you're a horrible person, it's a moot comment because there's no such thing as kingship today anyway. But if I was a king, that's what I would do. And then everybody could hate me. There would be no more fucking Palestinians left. You could fill that area up with Israelites. So anyways, that's where I stand with Israel versus Palestine. Talk to you tomorrow.